Aye, we give you the facts. It's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
Greetings viewers and subscribers. It matters not what anyone want to say about this channel, but on this channel, we aim for truth. When it comes to digging and getting you truthful information, we do not care who the person is. We are gonna tell you as it is, and who are vex, that are for them business. We released a video this morning, and you're gonna want to hear the conclusion to that episode. It is very, very interesting. But first, there is an old saying. It goes like this: if you're not going a foul coop, foul can't pan you. You ever hear it yet? Do you know what that means? It means if you did not put yourself in the situation, you would not have been caught in it. And this is a lesson to all of us, especially to us men. Now, I carried a story on Friday. It was a story of a man named Richard Crooks, age 47 years old. He has been charged for hold down and takeaway offenses. The allegations that will be outlined in the Savannah LlAR Parish Court on Tuesday is that on Friday afternoon, December 30, 2022, about 4:30, Richard, he was at an establishment where a 20-year-old female worked. The 20-year-old female, she asked Richard, who she knows very well, to carry her to an ATM in New Market so that she could draw some money. It will also be outlined in the court that Richard, he left with this female on his bike, and whilst on way, he held her down and did you know what with her by force and without her consent. Later that day, the female, she made a report, and Richard, he was picked up by the police in his community at Lennoxby in Darliston in the parish of Westmoreland. Richard, he was pointed out by the female and he was arrested and charged. So what I just told you are the allegations, and that is the allegation that will be outlined in court on Tuesday. So what is the truth right here? What is the real truth? Because some lies are being told. Now, I was contacted by several persons. As a result, I journeyed to New Market yesterday and I was unable to find an ATM machine. As a matter of fact, I also journeyed to Lennoxby where Richard Crooks is from, and many persons in the area, they would have seen Richard taking that female to his home and leaving with her about half an hour later on the same day that this hold on and takeaway is alleged to have taken place. You remember how I started the story? You remember the proverb I quoted? Let me remind you of it. If you not go in a foul coop, foul can't pan you. And let me remind you of the meaning. It means if you do not put yourself in the situation, you would not have been caught in it. So the big question in this case is, and listen to me carefully, I am not here trying the case. Listen to me. Did Richard promise anybody $10,000 and ended up only giving the person $3,000? Well, if Richard really did that, lawyer fee to apply for bail for him is gonna be more than 10 times that $7,000 that he held back. Now, I am not here saying anybody have any right to tell Lion Richard, but there is a lesson to be learned right here. Officers, check out if there's an ATM at New Market. And for persons in Lennoxby same way like how you give me the information about what you saw that day, ensure that you go to court and talk the things. Alright? Innocent people go to prison all the while. Learn that. If you're not going a foul coop, foul can't do it. Now, in this next story, we are learning that a post-mortem examination will be done to ascertain what led to the death of a 43-year-old Cuban national. Her name is Yusbeleiny Gonzalez, and like I said, she's a Cuban national. So this is what we are learning. Miss Gonzalez, she was employed at G West Medical and Surgery Center in Montego Bay. She was employed as a nurse. She lived in the Bogue Village area of Montego Bay. We are told that Miss Gonzalez, she has a specialized taxi that normally takes her to and from work. She concluded duties Thursday night, January 5, minutes after 11 o'clock, and her taxi dropped her home. The taxi driver was supposed to pick her up Friday, but she didn't call him. The taxi driver called her phone, but it rang without an answer. He eventually went to her home, but it was securely locked up. He tried calling her, but he got no response. As a result, the police were contacted. We are learning that the police, they went to the premises and they were unable to go inside. As a result, they breached it and entered the apartment. There was Nurse Gonzalez. She was lying motionless on her bed. She was dressed only in her underwear and she was wrapped in a sheet. From all indication, she was D3AD. The police, they are saying that no marks of violence were seen on her body and there were no sign of forced entry into the apartment. The police, they are saying that no foul play is suspected at this time, but like I said, a post-mortem examination will be done to ascertain the cause of death. Sad indeed. Condolences to the family and friends of Nurse Gonzalez. May her soul find rest. Now, in this next story, this one took place yesterday afternoon, Saturday, January 7, about 1:30. It took place at Pimento Drive in Montego Bay in the parish of St. James. So this is what we are learning. A man who was said to be of unsound mind. We are learning that he attacked and chopped two men in the Pimento Drive area yesterday. As a result, the police were called, and we are told that when the police tried to apprehend him, he held on to one of the police officers' M16 rifle and tried to disarm him. He also bit the police officer on one of his ears. As a result, the mentally challenged man, he was shot by one of the police officers. He was rushed to the Cornwall Regional Hospital where he was pronounced D3AD. The police officer who was bitten and the men who were chopped by this man, they were all treated at hospital. We are told that in the come, they are carrying out investigation. Sad indeed. So, let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the love button as yet? Yeah, man, I know the stories, The stories are not stories that you love. But what we are asking you to do is to hit on the thumbs up button because we are climbing hills and valleys. We are climbing mountains to get the stories and bring them to you. That is what we are asking you to give us the thumbs up for. Alright? Now, I released a video this morning and based on the information I gathered, I called back the person who made the allegations against Rushawn Patterson. You're gonna hear what he had to say. But immediately after I released the video, I got these messages. They're on your screen. The person said, "Hello, good morning, Papai. I was listening to one of your video that young man sent in about Rushawn Patterson. It is lie. I was at the party when he left with him. He did not hold on and take away anything from him at all. He went with Rushawn at the guest house to do business. He is a liar." Why may I tell you, Anyhow. So I went on to ask the person, so why do you think he's saying it's R? YouTube? We have to know what we do over YouTube. The guy responded, "It was a gay party, yes, but it seemed like other people charter Rushawn for the trip to bring them to the party. When he saw Rushawn, he started to push up on him, but Rushawn was not gay. So I saw him left with Rushawn and go away. He thought that when Rushawn S him, I deleted that. He thought that when Rushawn S him, he think he was gonna get money. Rushawn did not take him and R him. Him went with him. So he is lying. I said thanks. He said you are welcome and we ended the conversation. Now, that conversation, it took place before 10 o'clock this morning, shortly after we released the video. So I started doing some digging. I was able to speak with a senior detective in Montego Bay, and the person told me that no such report was made last year. No man reported that Rushawn did anything like what this guy is alleging. I continued digging, and I was contacted by multiple persons. One such person who contacted me was the professor himself, Mr. Andre Stevens. Andre said, the person who called you is all a lie. He is all fabricated and all lies. Before I listened to it, I could tell you it's him. He did the same things to Noel. Andre went on, trust my judgment. It's one person operating under 4 to 5 numbers. Andre then sent me the same phone number the guy had contacted him on and said that is one of his number. Andre continued, this is the maniac. He had sent me the photograph or the DP for the person. He messaged me months ago saying Noel did the same thing to him he's accusing Rushawn of, and many things. He is delusional. He fabricates many stories. So, armed with all of that information, I again contacted the person who contacted me this morning. I said, good morning again. I want to do a follow-up. Where was the party held? And do you remember the month? The person said, I am sure. You notice the person never say, which month? Anyhow, I asked, okay, do you know the guy? The person said, yes, I do. I asked, is he gay or not? The person responded, yes, he's gay, of course. If you are not gay, why the hell you at a gay party? He's talking alone, tell. I then asked, do you know if he reported the matter to the police? The person responded, I'm not sure if he did because the other day he started to say that Rushawn are him and thing like that. The person continued, Rushawn did are nothing. He's the one that went into the car. I saw him go in the car. All when you're talking to him can't even give a proper statement. So I said, yes, he said he went in the car, but how do you know what happened when they left? The person then sent me this voice note. You be the judge.
When you go to the car and go away, same time we did the police come on, same time, and then we left and go because the guest house. If you book at the guest house, the same place. When you go to the blue car, so it's right there, yesterday in them. When you look, we see my guy with himself, so we in the room and laugh and attack. So when you're in the room with the person, we do other room, and we there laugh and watch TV and so. If you make it, he would have ball out and away there. Understand? Early in the morning now, the boy tell him to go on. Because the boy really want nobody know him story or so like for like that. But I know if he ride him or give him money or what. But then everyone laugh and chat and we left them there in our mind when we are left.
So I was trying to call the guy who made the accusations against Rushawn because I wanted to ask him some follow-up questions. I finally caught up with him. Now, based on all that you have heard so far, listen to this conversation. At the end of the conversation, I'm going to be giving you my verdict and my closing remarks. Listen to this.
Hello?
Yeah, man. Hey, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Nobody a comment and say appeal like you tell blah, blah, blah. You don't see it? You don't see it comment them?
You know how people stay already.
Mm-hmm.
You are blogger, so you know people stay already. The matter is that the truth people stay lie. You understand? They was not there when I go through my abuse. Nobody was there. So then can you understand?
Okay. So you still remember the name? You still remember the name of the station? Because me I try make a link. Me not get nowhere.
The station is at St. James.
In St. James, okay.
Yes.
But you remember the exact name of the station? So then they give you a receipt. Then give you a receipt when they report it.
Yes.
So
I go look for the receipt.
Okay, cause the police woman name I just say she name Brown. Okay.
You know how people stay already. I saw people stay already. You understand?
Yes.
Even when you put out videos, you know, so people say comment and say about a lie and this and that. You understand?
Yes.
Sometimes they put out video right and people say a lie, don't it?
Yeah, that's true. You ever talk to Andre Stevens yet about nothing?
No.
You ever talk to him about nothing?
No. I've never talked to him yet.
You ever talk to him about Noel Maitland or nothing? Come see somebody a comment say you did talk to Andre. Say that try reach say you said Noel Maitland do the same thing to you.
A lie. Listen to me now. But I'm telling you, people are people.
Okay.
Them talk with them don't know. Unless them have proof, then they can talk to me. You understand?
And you don't have Andre number or nothing?
None at all, my boss. Which parish you live? St. James.
Okay. So what you say? Yeah, how far you reach with this studying to be doctor? Yeah, what kind of science subject you do?
Yeah, the PO. POB.
Oh yeah, the POB. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Boy.
I'm gonna finish course as yet.
So
I'm gonna finish course as yet.
Oh, you're not finished the POB course yet?
No.
Okay. So when you plan to go back to the station and go talk to the police then?
Me I plan to go back on Wednesday. Me I go back there.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
But what if you go there and the police will deal with it now, did they?
I continue to go back.
Okay.
Because my first surrounded, you understand?
So why you wait until? So why you wait until we are Wednesday?
Because it's that time of time.
Oh yeah, the time there. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Alright, sir. So you're good otherwise though. Say now read the comment them on YouTube. You listen to the video?
Yeah, but send me number WhatsApp. I'll keep on the link.
Okay. Can't find people must say, boy, you know, so and you sound like you did give it through and this and that and
listen to me. Send me the link. I'm read the comment them and comment.
Alright, sir. Alright. Respect.
Yeah.
My viewers, my subscribers, we are dealing with two dangerous people here. Rushawn Patterson and this sick, lying maniac who is accusing Rushawn. You see, despite the fact that I do believe that Rushawn is responsible for the demise of Slickiana, despite the fact that Rushawn, he committed several atrocities and get away with them, despite the fact that I am hoping that Rushawn spend the rest of his life in prison, I believe that this sick bastard is lying. Him can't even tell a good lie. About POB. KMDT. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend about Papa in Newslink and PNL Vlog TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Rude boy them no out can't tame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane, everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica.